Have you ever tried putting on your socks while standing? Or balancing on one leg without holding onto anything? Only to suddenly realize your body isn't as steady as it used to be. That tiny moment of wobbling may seem normal, but it's actually an important signal that your muscle and joint strength is slipping. After 40, our stabilizing muscles, hip joints, and knees start to stiffen. The body reacts slower, and balance becomes harder to control. The truth is, only about 14% of people over 40 can still balance well without swaying. Most people ignore this sign until climbing the stairs feels harder, bending down becomes a struggle, or a quick step almost sends them falling. But here's the good news. Your body can bounce back. With the right exercises, just a few minutes a day can help you regain flexibility, strength, and confidence in your movement. Before we start the first exercise, pause for a moment and ask yourself, what has been the hardest for you lately? Balancing, climbing stairs, or bending down? Right finger if you've ever felt your balance slipping. Comment 1. Sharing your experience can help both you and others who are going through the same challenge improve your health together. Marching in place with high knees, also known as the high knees march, is one of the simplest yet most powerful exercises you can do to stay mobile as you step into midlife. Many people believe they need a gym, complicated routines, or hours of running to stay strong. But the truth is, basic movements like marching in place are the real foundation for keeping your body flexible, strong, and balanced, especially after 40. The magic of this exercise is in the coordination it demands. Every time you lift one leg, your whole body works together to keep you steady. Your core tightens to prevent you from tipping over. Your thighs and glutes activate to lift the leg. Your ankles constantly adjust to hold your balance. Your breathing deepens to fuel your movement. This combination turns high knees march into a full body activation, perfect for all ages, but absolutely essential for anyone over 40. Think of your body like a machine. If you don't move it regularly, your joints stiffen, your muscles weaken, and the nerve-muscle connection slows down. Marching in place is like restarting the entire system. It boosts blood circulation, strengthens your heart, loosens your hips, and improves your control over your body. That's why just 30 to 60 seconds a day can create a noticeable difference. A simple example. Many people over 60 start feeling more confident after just a few weeks of this exercise. When they lift their knee to hip level, they feel strength returning to their legs. When they stand on one leg without wobbling as much, they realize their balance is improving. Some who used to walk slowly because they feared falling are now stepping faster, standing longer, and moving more freely, thanks to a few weeks of high knees march. To do it correctly, stand tall, relax your shoulders, and open your chest. Lift each knee to hip height, or as high as you comfortably can while staying in control. You don't need to move fast. What matters is a steady, consistent rhythm. Lightly engage your core to protect your lower back and keep your torso upright. If you're just starting, place a hand on a wall or chair for support. Begin with 3 rounds of 30 seconds. Then gradually increase to 1 minute as your body gets stronger. Soon, you'll feel your legs powering up, your breathing deepening, and your whole body becoming more agile each day. This is the exercise that wakes up the mobility time has slowly taken away. Deep squats are one of the most classic and most powerful exercises you can do, especially if you're over 40 and starting to feel stiff hips, achy knees, or difficulty standing up and sitting down. Many people think deep squats are only for young athletes or gym goers. But the truth is, deep squats are a rejuvenation exercise that restores the natural mobility time and inactivity have taken away. As we age, the hips are often the fastest aging joints in the body. When your hips stiffen, you walk slower, your balance drops, and your knees and lower back take on extra pressure. Deep squats directly address this problem. Every time you lower your body, your hip joints open, the front and back of your thighs stretch, and your glutes fire up. These are the muscles responsible for standing up, sitting down, climbing stairs, and staying balanced in everyday life. Deep squats also strengthen glutes, the most important muscles for preventing falls and supporting the lower back, front and back thighs, to stabilize the knees and keep your steps steady. Core and lower back, to protect your spine and improve posture. There's a benefit most people never notice. Every time you squat down and stand up, you're lubricating your joints. This sliding, opening movement spreads joint fluid evenly, reducing friction and making your joints feel smoother. Just like maintaining a machine that's been running for years, many older adults have dramatically improved their mobility simply by practicing deep squats regularly. Some who once needed to hold onto a chair just to stand up can now rise easily. Others who were afraid to bend down because of back pain start feeling confident again, because stronger glutes and core muscles take pressure off the spine. How to do a proper deep squat: stand tall, feet shoulder width apart, keep your chest open, shoulders relaxed, eyes forward, lower yourself as if sitting into a low chair, push your hips back and down. Keep your back straight and core lightly engaged. Go as low as you can without pain, ideally. Hips below the knees. Pause for 1 to 2 seconds at the bottom. Then push up to stand fully. If you're new to this, lightly hold the back of a chair, a table edge, or a door frame for balance. Start with 3 sets of 10 reps. Then increase as you get stronger. Deep squats aren't just a leg exercise. They're a way to bring youth back to your hips, your knees, and your confidence in every step you take. The sumo stance is a simple yet incredibly powerful exercise for anyone dealing with stiff hips, knee pain, or reduced mobility when walking. As we age, the hips are often the first area to shut down. Sitting too much, moving too little, or repeating the same limited motions every day slowly takes away the hip's natural openness. And when the hips become stiff, everything below them, your knees, ankles, and even your balance, starts to suffer because they're forced to take on the workload the hips can no longer handle. The sumo stance is the exercise that helps unlock the entire hip joint. When you step your feet wide, lower your body, and hold the position, the inner thighs, glutes, and ligaments around the hips stretch naturally. This improves flexibility, increases hip rotation, and reduces pressure on the knees, something many middle-aged and older adults struggle with daily. Beyond the hips, the sumo stance also improves glute and thigh strength, making standing up and sitting down easier. Lower back stability, thanks to core engagement while holding the position. Balance, because your body must maintain control in a wide stance. Posture, reducing rounded shoulders and forward slouch caused by long hours of sitting. What makes this exercise special is that it doesn't require brute strength. It requires patience and controlled breathing. As you hold the stance and take deep breaths, your body gradually relaxes, allowing the hips to open naturally without pain. Many older adults start by holding it for only 10 to 15 seconds. But after a few weeks, they can stay steady for almost a minute and feel their steps becoming lighter and more flexible. How to perform the sumo stance correctly: stand tall with your feet wider than shoulder width. Point your toes slightly outward, about 30 degrees. Lower yourself into a deep squat, bringing your hips as low as you comfortably can while staying balanced. Place your elbows inside your knees and gently push them outward to open the hips. Keep your back straight, chest open, and core lightly engaged. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly, and hold the stance for 30 seconds to 1 minute. If you're new or your balance isn't strong yet, stand near a chair or table so you can lightly hold on if needed. The goal isn't to go as deep as possible. It's to feel your hips opening and your inner thighs stretching. The sumo stance is like a key that restores your body's natural movement. When your hips open, walking, sitting, bending, and rotating all become easier. Even better, your knees are freed from unnecessary pressure, allowing you to move lightly and confidently at any age. Superman is one of the simplest yet most powerful exercises for anyone dealing with lower back pain. Rounded posture, long hours of sitting, or a gradual loss of strength as they age. In midlife, the muscles that run along the spine, especially the lower back muscles, tend to weaken from inactivity or too much sitting. When these muscles get weak, the whole support system of your body suffers. You feel back pain more easily. Bending becomes harder, and you lose that natural upright posture. The Superman exercise wakes up the entire back chain of the body, from the shoulders and lower back to the glutes and legs. When you lift your arms, chest, and legs off the ground at the same time, these muscles must work together, creating a full body strengthening effect. This is one of the most effective ways to build lower back strength without machines or equipment. Why this exercise matters today. Many people spend hours sitting at a desk, driving, or looking down at their phone. This pulls the back forward, puts the glutes to sleep, and forces the lower back to overwork, leading to pain. Superman helps reverse that process by activating the glutes, stabilizing the pelvis and reducing pressure on the spine, strengthening the spinal erectors, supporting an upright posture and reducing hunching, engaging the deep core muscles, creating a protective belt around the lower back, improving balance and body control, because it activates multiple muscle groups at once. This exercise is especially effective for older adults, desk workers, and anyone who frequently experiences lower back discomfort. How to perform the Superman correctly. Lie face down on a mat or soft surface. Extend your arms straight in front of you and your legs straight behind you. Inhale and slowly lift your arms, chest, and legs off the ground. Hold the flying position like Superman, squeezing your glutes and lower back. Hold for 2 to 3 seconds. Then exhale and lower yourself slowly. Perform 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. If you're just starting, try lifting only your arms or only your legs to build control. The most important thing is to move slowly, stay in control, and avoid any pain. Results you can feel after a few weeks: a stronger lower back with less pain when bending or standing, a straighter posture, more open shoulders, and a more confident walk, a lighter, more flexible body overall, a more stable spine with fewer risks of injury. Superman is a powerful way to rebuild your body's foundational strength. Just a few minutes a day can help you take care of your spine, something that becomes more valuable with every passing year. Stretching the piriformis is one of the simplest yet most impactful exercises for improving hip health, reducing lower back pain, and making everyday movement easier. The piriformis is a small muscle deep inside the glutes, sitting right behind the major glute muscle. Even though it's small, it plays a crucial role. It helps rotate the hip, stabilizes the pelvis, and supports the connection between your lower back and your legs. When this muscle becomes tight, often from long sitting hours, low activity, or stress, it can cause hip pain, lower back pain, and even irritate the sciatic nerve. That's why so many middle-aged and older adults feel pain radiating down the leg, discomfort when turning the body, or stiffness when walking. Many think they have sciatica, when in fact the root cause is a tight, overworked piriformis. Stretching this muscle daily can release pressure, ease pain, and bring a feeling of lightness to the hips and lower back. Why this stretch is important: when the piriformis tightens, it pulls on the entire hip area and limits daily movements like sitting down, stepping up, bending, or rotating the leg. This leads to the lower back working overtime, right pointing arrow, causing pain and stiffness. A heavy, restricted walking pattern, reduced hip mobility, right pointing arrow, placing more stress on the knees. Sciatic nerve compression, right pointing arrow, pain shooting from the hip down the leg. Stretching the piriformis is the quickest, simplest way to unlock this problem. No equipment, no complicated technique, just 1 to 2 minutes a day can noticeably reduce pain and improve movement quality. How to perform the piriformis stretch correctly: lie on your back with your knees bent. Cross your right ankle over your left knee to form a figure 4. Thread your hands through the space between your legs and hold the back of your left thigh. Slowly pull your left leg toward your chest until you feel a gentle stretch in your right glute. Hold for 30 to 60 seconds, breathing slowly and evenly. Switch sides and repeat. If you want a deeper stretch, you can use a towel or strap behind the thigh. Remember, stretching is not about creating pain, it's about feeling a comfortable, controlled lengthening of the muscle. What you'll feel after consistent practice: noticeably less lower back pain, more open hips and smoother steps, reduced leg numbness or sciatic type pain, better posture thanks to a more stable pelvis, a lighter, freer, more flexible body. The piriformis stretch works like a reset button for your hips and lower back. When this small muscle relaxes, you'll feel the difference in every step, every bend, and in the way you naturally stand tall each day. It's one of the simplest, but most essential, exercises for maintaining mobility and reducing pain as you age. Age isn't a barrier. It's a reminder that your body needs a little more care. Each day, we move a bit slower, feel a bit stiffer, and lose a bit of balance. But that's not the end of anything. With just a few minutes of the right exercises, you can fully reclaim your flexibility, strength, and confidence in every movement. The 5 exercises you've learned are more than movements. They're a way of telling your body, I'm still taking care of you. When you choose to move, you're choosing health, independence, and a lighter future for yourself. Don't wait for pain to force you to change. Give yourself the chance to grow stronger starting today. Just one small step is enough to begin a whole new journey.